what time it is. It's your folk Marquise, man, and we back with another live video, man. I believe this is day 7, man. Day 7, as we say back home in the R, man. 7. And it feels good, man. It really does. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to show up and impact lives, man. You know what I'm saying? With something as simple as a telephone, a cell phone, and a tripod. But let's get right into it, man. I definitely got to get back to it on my end, but I definitely wanted to show up. It's a cloudy day out here today. It's pretty cloudy, but nonetheless, it's all good. As you see the title, you might have low self-esteem if. So, of course, I'll be reading from the book, Plan Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish they had when they was your age. Self-esteem is a big issue. Low self-esteem is a big issue. Self-worth, having low self-worth, these are issues that all types of people deal with. I guess I could venture to say everybody. But hey, I learned when writing one of my first books to not make overarching statements like that or all encompassing statements like that. But I would say that a lot of people deal with those things. Now, it's one of those things where let me back up a little bit. There are several reasons why a person may have low self-esteem. Matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and read into the book a little bit and pick it back up from there. So on page 28, I talked about self-worth. Self-worth. Now, we can see just by looking out on the... I told somebody one of the major differences between now and like back in the day where you can really tell what's going on. Like, I try not to make overarching statements like everybody does this because, excuse me, it's, I don't know what everybody does, but the ability to look on social media, look on Facebook, look on Instagram, look on Twitter, X, look on TikTok, look on YouTube, and see a whole lot of comments or see all these different posts and stuff shows you a lot of people and what they think, what they believe. Of course, like on YouTube videos, you go on to somebody's YouTube video and scroll through the comments. Yeah, I might not sit there and scroll through all 1,400 comments, 500 comments, and all this type of stuff, but I'll see a lot of people and what people think. Like this ignorant person right here, are you Diddy's twin? Like, clearly that shows you how ignorant they are. Clearly that shows you how childish they are. Clearly it shows you what type of mindset this person has. I don't even have to know that person. But never in my life have I joined somebody else's live. Never in my life have I gone on anybody's Zoom, anybody's platform, and said some stupid mess like this. So I don't even have to know this person, but I can clearly see they're ignorant, they foolish, and they think they're being funny, but they're not funny. You understand what I'm saying? So you can tell a lot about people, what's on their mind, how they operate. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. You can tell a lot about a person, how they operate, who they are, by seeing what they post, seeing what they comment on. You feel what I'm saying? So when I go out and I just look at all these females getting BBLs, people getting liposuction, people getting all this type of work on themselves, it causes you to wonder, do all these people have low self-esteem? Are all these people dealing with low self-worth? It's a real question. It's a legit question. Now, I don't see anything wrong with being able to use certain levels of enhancement, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats, people do whatever they want to do. People are grown. People can make their own types of decisions. But it causes you to wonder. You know what I'm saying? When people go get their whole body redone. It's like, man, what was on your mind and what was going on in your heart that made you do that? Just because you got a bag, you don't went and got your face done, you don't went and got your chest done, your abs done, your butt done, your legs done. It's like it kind of takes away the reality of putting in some of the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Putting in some of the hard work of earning certain things. But I wanted to talk about the reality of low self-worth. A lot of young people, we see them unaliving themselves, as they say, taking themselves out the game. I was talking to my wife about this not too long ago, and I was like, babe, am I tripping, or is it like these children these days just take themselves out the game way more than we did back in the day? And she was like, unaliving oneself was a thing, but she do believe that it is more prevalent now. Because not that I know of, I know a lot of people back then, but I don't recall stories of, man unalived himself. Shay took herself out the game. Mike took himself out the game. Like, all these different people taking themselves out the game. You know what I'm saying? It just had me wondering, like, what's going on? Well, one, social media. To me, it's neutral. You know what I'm saying? You can use it for good, you can use it for evil. You can use it for good, you can use it for evil. All right? So, when you see all these people cyberbullying one another, doing this, doing that, you feel what I'm saying? It makes you wonder. It's like, dang, that person has attached their self-worth. That person has attached who they are to the amount of likes that they get. That person has attached their self-worth to the amount of likes that they get, to the amount of comments that they get, and things of that nature. Well, that's a very big issue. That's a very big issue for a person to attach who they are, what they believe in, who they are as a person, even to their well-being, to a degree that they're willing to unalive themselves because of how they're being perceived on a device. That's a serious issue. Hey, Llama Lover, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, briefly, I will address this. So for those that don't know what's going on, Nikhil Rajput came on here saying, "Are you Diddy's twin?" And I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? I said what I said. So, never in my life, which don't mean nothing, but never in my life has somebody say, "Hey, bro, you look like Diddy." Never, ever, 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 ever have I heard that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard other people. So to me, this person trolling. So I spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? I said, never have I in my life got on somebody else. Never in my life have I got on somebody's platform and said something silly. To me, that's your opinion and it's all good. And I don't want to make this live about whether or not you think I look like Diddy. I believe one of the main issues was at this current time, we all know that Diddy's being like the butt of the joke. So I'm not offended, but I spoke on my viewpoint of you being childish or you being ignorant. Because right now, the world knows that No Diddy and all these little jokes are attached to Sean Combs. So I don't see any value or whatever it is you're looking to obtain by getting on here to say you look like Diddy. So anyway, it's all good. One thing I know for sure, I've been in entertainment and on platforms for well over a decade. It comes with the territory. You feel me? It comes with the territory. I was a radio host for a year back home. No, the internet is not all about entertainment, but that's what people use it for more times than not. But anyway, I won't waste any more time with that. Self-worth. Worth is the value of something measured by its qualities or by the esteem in which it is held. I'm reading from my book, Plan Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish they had when they were your age. The value of something is measured by its qualities or by the esteem in which it is held. I spoke about that earlier. I'm going to fast forward to self-esteem. Now I know that these things that I'm sharing can be easier said than done. Easier to not believe than to believe. But I'm here telling you, as a person that has been teased for having crooked teeth, been called names, been made fun of, been rejected, and the list goes on. I've had low self-esteem at certain times in my life. It's crazy. I really just came to that conclusion not too long ago. Do I know a lot of people? Yes. Have I had girlfriends and girls when I was younger? And women that just like me over the years before I got married? Yes. Have I done a lot of things like write books, travel, appear on TV, speak and rap in front of thousands of people, make money, feature on podcasts, news interviews, even Netflix and everything else? Yes. But there have been many other things that I've battled that led to my low self-esteem. Now, there are levels to everything, always. Let me read what bro said real quick. I appreciate your time, bro. Unfortunately, I sub and I'll catch you next time. Also, I'm going to try to buy your book. Lama, I appreciate you, man. You're a real one already. The book is available in the description below. I appreciate you, man. Much love and respect. Y'all bless. Now, there are levels to everything, always. Your self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-image go hand in hand. They're all connected. Now, I'm not saying that I walk around or even used to walk around holding my head down and hiding from people, because that ain't true. I was blessed to be outgoing and a people person. It's who I was made to be. But I have truly struggled with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, and everything that I'm telling you about in other ways. Much love, man. You already know. Again, this is my book. I wrote this for teenagers, because people say if you could go back in time and talk to your younger self, what would you say? Well, these are some of the things I would say. I literally wrote a whole book about it. You know what I'm saying? And people have found great value in the book. And here go my picture right there. Let's look at some signs of low self-esteem. Doubting yourself and worrying. You second guess your choices all the time. Your self-talk is negative. You focus on what's wrong with you rather than right. Your view of life sucks. You always see the bad and have little hope for the future. Being a people pleaser. You always look to make others happy over yourself. Little to no boundaries. You have a hard time telling people no. These are some of the main signs that a person struggles with low self-esteem. So, if you struggle with any of the things that I just read, it has been said that people struggle with low self-esteem in those ways, all right? And the thing is that these issues mentioned can cause other issues like anxiety, stress, drug abuse, eating disorders, and even addictions. Well, how did it get there? That's the main question. That's the main question, right? One of the things that I learned as I've grown in life, having dealt with my own issues and things of that nature, having dealt with different issues, and even got my certificate as addiction and abuse recovery coach, even operating in ministry, I had to learn in people's lives, you can see the fruit or the symptoms of things, but you have to look towards the root, the foundation of things, all right? A lot of times people try to put band-aids on symptoms and band-aids on fruit in people's lives instead of finding the root. What was the root and reason why a person was acting a certain way, acting out a certain way and things of that nature? They got to look for the root, because once you find the root cause, you can deal with the root cause. You can ensure that a person gets healing on the root cause versus just dealing with the acting out, dealing with the lashing out, dealing with the overspending and things of that nature. I'm glad they're just having a great time down there. Continue on talking and blessing the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? There are several ways that a person can develop low self-esteem. Some of the main ways, especially as a young child, are not fitting in with the crowd, not meeting your parents' expectations of you to do good in school or around the house, getting bullied, getting dumped by your girlfriend or boyfriend, not getting picked for the team at school, not getting picked at the playground, being abused, having trouble in school with your work, being smarter than people around you, because that can cause them to treat you funny. Even knowing how to say words that people either say wrong on purpose or don't know what they're saying. All of these different things can cause young people to develop low self-esteem. So, I pray that y'all found value out of this episode. A lot of people, we can see again from the folks getting all these BBLs, all this type of plastic surgery, all this type of work that they're getting. You know, what's up, Ahmed? All this type of work that people getting, it shows you that people still dealing with a lot of stuff. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with taking care of your temple. You know, working out, getting in shape, eating better, getting certain cosmetic things done. I don't see anything wrong with that in and of itself. But I think the overdoing of a lot of that work shows a deeper rooted issue. Now, again, when people got money, when people are rich, people are wealthy, people are financially free, of course they use their money to collapse time frames, compress time. Like if a person like, man, I'm 50 pounds overweight and they've struggled with their weight, they might go get a tummy tuck or they might go get lipo. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they know it takes time, it takes energy, it takes effort, it takes sacrifice to go and shed 30, 40, 50 pounds of extra weight. So they say, hey, I got money, I'll go do a freeze. I'll go freeze the belly fat. You know, I'll go use my money to collapse the time frames it takes to get certain results. So anyway, I appreciate all those that showed up, that found value in this video. Of course, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel if this is your first time. I appreciate you. My name is Marquise Trent. I'm a serial published author. I've published the book, Plan Maturity for Teens, the book adults wish to have when they were your age, my latest book. I also published Overstanding, a comprehensive look at gangster rap. I have t-shirts for empowerment, as well as Lord Save My City, faith-based apparel as well. All of these things can be found down below in the description. I appreciate y'all. May the grace of the Most High God overtake you. Love you. 21 day fasting will kill all that. Already. Chico talking heavy. Appreciate y'all, man. Go enjoy your day. Y'all blessed.